Hello, this video is going to be a short one to show you some things that can increase your efficiency when you are coding and using the Greenfoot environment. One will be that you can right click and save the world, so you don't have to keep regenerating the world. Then if you click reset down here, it doesn't wipe out all the animals and reset the entire screen. So that's kind of a nice feature. Also, don't forget, if you want to put more objects on the screen, you can do right click, new crab, and then you can't see it, but I'm doing a shift click. If you do that, you're going to want to right click and resave the world so that you have your lobsters in this. Oh no, those are crabs. And if we wanted to put more lobsters in, same thing, click, shift click, shift click. If I don't click save the world and I click reset, then those lobsters will disappear. Another nice feature to keep in mind when you are working with a Greenfoot, and especially if your instructor is coming around to help, is to have these line numbers on the left hand side over here. And so they're not always there. And if you want to put the line numbers in, you go to Options, Preferences, and you toggle on Display Line Numbers. If I toggle it off, you'll see that there are no longer line numbers. So that's just Options, Preferences, Line Numbers. Don't forget also, if your indentation happens to get a little bit messed up and you add some extra space in, etc., then you can re-indent by using the Edit Auto Layout. Now, the one thing it didn't fix was this white space in here, and that's one thing when you go to turn your programs in. Do not have too much white space because that decreases the readability. I recommend one block of white space between methods and between blocks of codes here. So when you have, clean that up before you turn things in. It also makes your code more efficient to read. So we've got line numbers, we've got white spacing, we did shift clicking. The other thing they're going to have you do in Chapter 3 is to access the documentation for the classes. And so if I click on Open Documentation, it's going to bring up something called the API for Greenfoot. It looks like this. And you can toggle to the next class and toggle through all the different classes: Greenfoot image, Greenfoot sound, mouse info, user info, like to set up game stats for people, the world class, and you can toggle back through. Sometimes I don't like this view and I like to just access the API by Googling, and I just Google Greenfoot API and it will bring up this format, and you can just click on the left hand side. Then you can click which of the classes you want to look at: Greenfoot image, Greenfoot sound, mouse info, etc. And I'm kind of used to this format because it's like the professional Java API, and that's what we use in the advanced class. So that's just a little helper video to show you a few things: line numbers, auto indent, saving the world, shift clicking, and how to access the API.